Mm.
Good morning, sports fans, and welcome to Game Line. I'm your host this week. I'm Larry Ables, and with me are Neal Ables. How you doing, Neal?
I'm good, and you?
I'm good. Thanks for asking. And I also have the sports doctor, Earl Go Rush. How you doing, Earl?
Good morning, Larry. I'm doing great. It's good to see you and Neil, and I'm excited about the NFL starting, and I'm excited about the show today.
Well, I guess you are exciting because just to let our viewers know who may not have seen the show last week, we picked 6 games, and the sports doctor is off to his usual great start. He's picked 5 out of 6 winners. Congratulations, sports doctor.
Thank you,
Neil,
Larry.
Neil has picked 4 out of 6 winners. Congratulations, Neil. And I'm pulling up the rear at 3-3. But hopefully this week I can do something about that. If you guys are ready to go, we'll start without any further delay.
Okay.
Sports doctor, I got the Dolphins at Ravens. Who do you have in that game?
Yeah. Okay. Uh, I like the Ravens. I like the Ravens. I'm just it's always just too much bad talk about the Dolphins' young quarterback. I mean, I guess they have to be patient with him, but all the bad things I hear about him, I don't think he got enough to go up against the Ravens this week.
Okay.
Not at home. I pick the Ravens.
Neil, who do you like?
I actually think that the Ravens as well. Think they have a little better defense. Offense, I mean, everybody knows what they do. They run the quarterback. So I mean,
Well, I'm not going to go against you guys on this one. I think the Ravens are flat out better team. So all of us are with the Ravens on pick number one.
All right.
Game number two, Seattle Seahawks. The Seahawks beat Denver on Monday night, and the 49 Seahawks against the 49ers. 49ers lost to the Bears Sunday. Neil, who do you have, Seahawks or 49ers?
I have the Seahawks. I think it's the bad way. I think my thing is a battle of the quarterbacks. 49ers have a new quarterback. Seahawks has an older quarterback. He's new, but he's old. And he's played well, and I think he'll be able to help win the game.
Okay. Go. Who do you have?
Where are they playing, Larry?
Playing in San Francisco.
I'm going with San Francisco.
I knew he was going to say it.
Even though I do believe that the 49ers made a mistake in picking this boy because I know he hadn't had much time to play, but I still would see some kind of spark in him by now. I don't see nothing in him, but I think last week Seattle quarterback just had his one good game that he probably is destined to have during his career, and he'll go back to being a non-factor issue. But I'll take San Francisco this week, Larry.
Okay. I'm going to go with the 49ers, too. I kind of hesitant on the 49ers quarterback, but I think he played in a monsoon last week. I'm thinking sort of weather report in San Francisco should be a little better this week, so maybe he'll have a chance to show what he can do. I'm not quite sold on the Seahawks yet either. I think they got lucky with Denver fumbling the ball twice down at the 1 yard line. So I'm going to go with the 49ers. Okay. Here's the game everybody's been waiting for. The Lions and the Commanders. Earl, who do you like in that game?
I was kind of curious of why you picked that game, but I said, Larry, because first of all, who in the hell cares? But I figured, Larry picks whoever he wants to pick. Just get ready. To answer your question, I would pick the Lions. I would pick the Detroit Lions over the Commanders. Yeah.
Neil, who do you have?
I'm taking the Commanders. Just taking the Commanders.
I look at this game as opportunity for both teams. They probably both saw their opponents and figured we could win this game when they're looking at it. Lions might be a little more desperate, but I'm gonna go with the Commanders because they're at home, and I think I'm gonna use the go philosophy. Two evenly matched teams. I'll go with the home team.
Are the Commanders at home or they in Detroit?
It's an away game.
Oh, this is a away game?
Right.
Yeah.
Oh. Uh-oh. I wrote it down backwards. Okay, I guess I'm going to go with the Commanders anyway. I'm going to stick with the Commanders.
Okay.
I look for them to win.
Right.
Next, we have the Cardinals at the Raiders. Neal, who do you like in that game?
I'm gonna take the Cardinals. I think they're gonna rebound after last week.
Okay. Sports doctor.
I'm going with the Raiders. Cardinals, they don't have enough offense for me. I'm going with the Raiders for sure. I'm sure Derek Carr will have a better week than he had last week. I like the Raiders.
This is a tough game. Oh man. I'm gonna go with the Cardinals as well. I think I'm looking for Kyler Murray to have a good game today, and but it's a toss up. But I'm gonna lean with the Cardinals on the road. In the final game Monday night, the Vikings at the Eagles. Earl, who do you like in that game?
I'm going with the Eagles. You know, Kirk Cousins, he has his ups and downs, and I'm just waiting for a down night for him over in Philadelphia. I've never been impressed with him, and Philly's got a pretty good team. I like Philadelphia easy. That's an easy game to pick.
Neal, who do you like in that game?
I'm gonna take Philly. I don't know if it's easy, but I'm gonna take Philly since they're at home. Kirk Cousins is seesawy.
Well, this is a chance for me to gain some ground or even lose some ground on both of y'all. So I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I'm gonna take the Vikings in this game. I think Minnesota's offense is humming right along. Well, after 1 week, you know they look pretty good, as did Philadelphia's. But I'm gonna go with the Vikings. I need to gain some ground anyway. So toss-up game. I thought this was out of the games that we picked. This was the most interesting one to me. Not a lot of exciting games this week, you know, like last week. Well, that's it. Let's see. Do we have anything we need to talk about before we sign off? What about Denver not going for it on going for a 64-yard field goal? Neal, how do you feel about that at the end of the game?
I just thought they had faith in him. I mean, it was like, wow, he must really get kicked. That's the first thing that came to my mind. Or he's been making them in practice or something.
Well, first thing that came to my mind is this guy's an idiot. And, coach is an idiot, and I don't know what else he expected but that. But, you know, I'm not the coach. He is. So he has to deal with it.
Well, the way I looked at it in history, there've only been 2 kicks that have been 64 yards or longer. And plenty of people have made it on 4th and 5. So I might have tried to gain some more yardage. I don't understand it. I wonder if the coaches lost the locker room behind that. I wonder how the quarterback feels about that. He said all the right answers in the post-game interview, but I really kind of wonder about how the team thinks about that. Two kicks in his. Now, granted, he did make one of them, but he's like 1 or 8 from 64 or longer. And the guy for the Colts made one. I mean, for the Ravens made one last year, 66. No one else has kicked it that far.
Nobody's kicking it.
They weren't in Denver though. They was in Seattle. That's the thing. Like at least in
right. they weren't in Denver.
I'll still go back in history. Only 2 people have done that.
But he was one of them. You say that so.
Don't make sense, man. It doesn't make sense. But, you know.
Yeah, I think you got to go for it on 4th and 5 and leave the game with 3 timeouts. Then he calls timeout when the other team is kneeling down at the end of the game. What did he think? The quarterback was going to fumble to kneel down or something? I'm like, what? That irritated me even more. Like, why are you using your timeouts now? He managed the clock terribly on that last drive. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, thanks for tuning in. You have our picks. We do have a few that we disagree on, so next week we'll give you the results of our picks. Everyone have a good Sunday, and Neal, Earl, thanks for your time. We'll do this again next week on Game Line.
All right, Larry. Have a good weekend. Neal, good to see you.
All right. You too.
All right.